Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Welcome to 2023, and I'm very proud of myself for not screwing that up twice so far. Anyhow, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, enjoyed the long weekend, and made some healthy resolutions, and are all refreshed and ready to hit 2023, just like I am. All right, I guess we need to get into the news, so shall we? An Eastport resident was struck by a car on Friday, December 30th, just before 9:30 p.m. He was flown to a trauma center and remains in critical condition. The vehicle that hit him did not stop, and people believe it is a light-colored SUV with damage to the grille. Now, the Annapolis Police Department has not released any information on this incident, and friends and neighbors have mobilized, and they are asking any homes or businesses on Chesapeake Avenue on either side of State Street to please check any camera footage you may have around that time, if indeed you do have a camera. In fact, if you live anywhere near that intersection, please check and save the footage, as the APD will be investigating this. I understand that most recorded footage is usually stored for only about 4 days, so the time limit is probably expiring pretty quickly. We do have some limited details at eyeonannapolis.net, as well as a link to a GoFundMe page that was set up by his daughter. On Thursday morning, a sailboat caught fire at the Hillsmere Community Marina and quickly spread to two adjacent sailboats. The Anne Arundel County Fire Department brought it under control in about 30 minutes, but not before all three were nearly completely burned. They do believe that the fire was accidental and caused by an electrical malfunction. Some changes happened here on Sunday here in Maryland. Marijuana possession is no longer a major crime, within reason. Possession of up to 1.5 ounces of marijuana by an over 21 person is now a civil offense, punishable by a fine of only $100. And that's going to change a little bit later in the year when recreational use becomes legal on July 1st of 2023. Some good news for minimum wage earners. You got a raise. In the March to $15 per hour, January 1st brought in the latest increase. For businesses with 15 or more employees, it moves from $12.50 an hour to $13.25 per hour. And for smaller businesses, it increases to $12.80 per hour. And not happening right yet, but you want to stock up on those forever stamps if you still mail stuff, because the current 60-cent rate for a first-class stamp will increase to 63 cents on January 22nd. Mark your calendar and toss any diets you may have resolved to keep in the trash. Annapolis Restaurant Week is coming. My favorite week of the year to try out new places and some old ones as well. We don't have the full list of participating places just yet, but the dates are February 25th, and it rolls right through the St. Patrick's Parade on March 5th. Special menus, special dishes, special pricing on 2-course breakfasts and lunch, 3-course dinners, and there usually are plenty of other specials around, so save the date and work up that appetite. I'm hoping Aqua al Duo is in there. I want to check that out. Haven't gotten there yet. If you didn't see the few articles we put up over the weekend, you do want to check them out. One is our county-wide crime recap, and despite what the politicians may say, if you look at the maps, it does appear to be that crime is on the rise. I have a slider image to show the increase in crime from 2019 through last year. You want to check it out. You just sort of slide with your mouse, and it'll show you exactly where the crime was happening. We also published a very fun post with our numbers from last year. You can read it all, but the main numbers are 2.2 million unique visitors to the site. More than 14,000 of you all are listening to the DNB. 11,000 are getting our weekly events newsletter, and more than 1,000 have already signed up for our upcoming daily news recap that will be sent in the evenings. We also looked at the top stories of the year. The Home Depot masturbator came in at number 10, which was impressive since it was a late December story. Just ahead of him, also a late December story, was the firing of Navy coach Ken Niumatalolo, a fatal shooting at an Edgewater restaurant, the masturbating teen at Duncan, another December entry, 2 stories about serving alcohol to minors, a large fight on City Dock, the MVA moving back to the standard driving exam once COVID was under control, the upcoming sale of the Annapolis Mall, and the top story of 2022 was yet another December one, and that was when Navy pranked Army by dropping Beat Army ping pong balls from planes as they flew over the cadets' noon formation. We have the story on eyeonannapolis.net, and all of the top 10 stories are listed and linked. You can click and look and have a little bit of a chuckle in some cases. And Ram's Head. With all of the holidays, getting me tickets to give you must have slipped their mind, but don't worry, we will make them up to you when we do get the next bundle. But seriously, a huge thank you to Ram's Head On Stage for always hooking us up, and you want to be sure to check out all of the shows coming up at ramsheadonstage.com. I'm still eyeing up Billy Price Band. All right, as we start to wrap it up, podcast news. I hope you caught Saturday's local business spotlight with Arundel Federal Savings Bank, one of a rare breed these days. Up this Saturday, Buck from Groom My Style Men's Salon in West Annapolis. He'll be gracing your phones, but I do need to get him edited. All right, that is a wrap, but first a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting your friends and colleagues all know about us, and to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, Alpha Engineering, and Scout and Molly's over at the Annapolis Town Center. So now you need to hang tight because we have George Young from DC MDVA Weather standing by with your only locally forecast weather report. All that coming up in just a bit.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, January 3rd. It's a new year for the Annapolis region, and just like last year at the beginning of January, we're seeing very warm temps, but unlike last January 3rd, when it snowed 8 to 12 plus inches in parts of the region, it'll be foggy, cloudy, and a bit rainy today, mainly in the PM hours, with breezy winds helping temps jump up into the mid or upper 60s, some 20 to 25 degrees above the average for the date. And we'll see more of the same tomorrow with some spots on the map possibly hitting 70 plus degrees as more rain falls. And we could even hear a few rumbles of thunder as well as some storms roll through the area ahead of clearing skies Thursday, with highs still way above average at around 60 degrees before we settle into a sunny and fairly normal early January stretch of weather Friday into early next week with daily highs in the 40s and AM lows in the 20s and 30s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DC MDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores. Oh, and one more thing. Be sure to subscribe to our brand new weekly newsletter that we launched on January 1st this year by going to our website at dcmdvaweather.info and clicking on Get Newsletter in the navigation menu, which will put you on your way to getting our newsletter in your inbox every Sunday so you can have one more tool from DCMDVA Weather to help you always stay weather informed.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye On Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye On Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.